Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Gaura Simanandi, Jai Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki, Jai Prahlad Maharaj ki, Jai Nitai Gaura Simanandi. Bhaja Hare Manna Sri Nandanandana Bhaya Charanara Vindare Bhaja Hare Manna Sri Nandanandana Bhaya Bhaja Hare Manna Sri Nandanandana Bhaya Charanara Vindare Bhaja Hare Manna Sri Nandanandana Bhaya Charanara Dulabha Manava Janamasa Sanghe Dulabha Manava Janamasa Sanghe Yara E Bhava Sundare Yara E Bhava Yara E Bhava Yara E Bhava Bhaja Hare Manna Sri Nandanandana Bhaya Charanara Vindare Bhaja Hare Manna Bhaja Hare Manna Sri Nandanandana Bhaya Charanara Vindare Bhaja Hare Manna Bhaya Charanara Vindare Sita Atapa Bhatavare Sana Edena Jamine Jagire Sita Atapa Bhatavare Sana Sita Atapa Bhatavare Sana Edena Jamine Jagire Sita Atapa De Pale Seveno Kripana Durajana De Pale Seveno Kripana Durajana Apala Sukalaba Lagire Apala Sukalaba Apala Sukalaba Lagire Bhaja Hare Manna Sri Nandanandana Bhaya Charanara Vindare Bhaja Hare Manna Bhajahure Mana Srinandanandana Bhaya Saranara Vindare Bhajahure Mana Srinandanandana Bhaya Saranara Vindare He Dhanna Jovana Putra Parijana Ite kiya se paratike re me dhanna jovana putra parijana he dhanna jovana putra parijana ite kiya se paratike re me dhanna jovana putra parijana Kamala dala dala jivanna saramalla Kamala dala dala Kamala dala dala jivanna saramalla Bhajahu Hari Pada Nitire Bhajahu Hari Pada Bhajahu Hari Pada Nitire Bhajahu Hari Pada Bhajahu Re Mana Srinandanandana Bhaya Saranara Vindare Bhajahu Re Mana Srinandanandana Bhaya Saranara Vindare Bhajahu Re Mana Srinandanandana Bhaya Saranara Vindare Ravana Kirtana Smarana Bandana Pada Sevana Dasyare Ravana Kirtana Ravana Kirtana Smarana Bandana Pada Sevana Dasyare Ravana Kirtana Smarana Bandana Bhojana Sake Jana Atmani Vedana Bhojana Sake Jana Atmani Vedana Bhojana Sake Jana Atmani Vedana Govinda Dasa Bila Sare Govinda Dasa Govinda Dasa Bila Sare Govinda Dasa Bila Sare Bhajahu Re Mana Srinandanandana Bhaya Saranara Vindare Bhajahu Re Mana Srinandanandana Bhaya Bhajahu Re Mana Srinandanandana Bhaya Saranara Vindare Bhajahu Re Mana Bhajahu Re Mana Srinandanandana Bhaya Saranara Vindare Bhajahu Re Mana Srinandanandana Bhaya Saranara Vindare Jai Sri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Jai Nitai Gaura Nandi. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki. So we will continue to read. Time goes very quickly. From the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, Chapter 1, entitled The Later Pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. So we had read up till text 15, which was summarizing the beginning pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for the first 24 years. So I'll just read text 15 and then we'll continue from there. For 24 years, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained at home, and whatever pastimes he performed during that time are called the Adilila. Text 16. Chabita Vatsara Sheshe Ye Magamasa Tara Shukla Pakshe Prabhu Korila Sanyasa. That's coming up in a few days. At the end of his 24th year, in the month of Magha, during the fortnight of the waxing moon, the Lord accepted the renounced order of life, sannyas. Sannyasa Koriya Chabisha Vatsara Avasthana Tahan Ye Lila Tara Desha Lila Nama. After accepting sannyas, Lord Chaitanya remained within this material world for another, how many years? 24 years. Within this period, whatever pastimes he enacted are called the Shesha Lila, or pastimes occurring at the end. But they're also divided into two. We'll hear about this now. About this. Text 18. Shesha Lila Madhya Antya. Okay, yeah. Shesha Lila means divided into Madhya and Anta. Yeah. Dui Namahayam Lila Bede Vaishnava Sab Nama Bheda Kaya. Translation: the final pastimes of the Lord occurring in his last 24 years are called Madhya, middle, and Antya, final. All the devotees of the Lord refer to his pastimes according to these divisions. The holy name. You're Amar. Text 19. Taramadye chai vatsara gamana gamana nilachale gora setubandha vrindavana. Text 19. For 6 years of the last 24, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled all over India, from Jagannath Puri to Bengal, and from Cape Chomaran to Vrindavan. Where is Cape Chomaran? No. Cape Chomorin. Chomorin. Kutai. Somebody should look it up. Text 20. Tahan ye lila tav madhya lila nama tarapache lila anchalila abhidhana. Translation. All the pastimes performed by the Lord in those places are known as the Madhya Lila, and whatever pastimes were performed after that are called the Antya Lila. Text 21. Adi Lila, Madhya Lila, Antya Lila Ara, Ebe Madhya Lila Kichu Koriye Vistara. The pastimes of the Lord are therefore divided into 3 periods: the Adi Lila, Madhya Lila, and Antya Lila. Now I shall very elaborately describe the Madhya Lila, because this is the beginning of Madhya Lila. Astadasha Bharsha Keval Lilachale Stiti Apani Achari Jive Shikaila Bhakti. For 18 continuous years, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu remained at Jagannath Puri, and through his personal behavior instructed all living entities in the mode of devotional service. That means from the age of 30. From the age of 30 to 48, that's 18 years, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not leave Jagannath Puri. And as mentioned here by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Apani Achari Jive, instructed to the living entities, personally instructed by his own example what is meant to be the proper asar, behavior. So in this way, Lord Chaitanya actually demonstrated he was, in the early pastimes of his life, ideal as both in terms of behavior and character. He was ideal householder, isn't it? And so he was ideal in terms of achar, and also he introduced as a householder the Harinam Sankirtan. So also ideal as prasad, achar prasad. And then for 6 years, from the age of 24 to 30, he especially preached all over India, and therefore emphasized the importance of prasad. And then in the last 18 years, by remaining in Jagannath Puri, he especially concentrated on, again, achar. through his personal behavior, instructed all living entities in the mode of devotional service, especially those who were very close to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He instructed both verbally and by his personal example. Text 23. Dhara madhye chayam vatsara bhaktagana sange prema bhakti prabarthaila nritya gitarange. Nritya, dancing, gita, singing. Translation. Of these 18 years at Jagannath Puri, now this is important. Of these 18 years, that's also further divided. Of these 18 years in Jagannath Puri, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spent 6 years with his many devotees. By chanting and dancing, he introduced the loving service of the Lord. Out of 18 years, the first 6 years, very lovingly associating, exchanging with his devotees. And this will be explained here. The remaining, out of 18, if you subtract 6, how much do you get? 12. 12. So, and then the last 12 years of his life, completely isolated. This will be mentioned here. Text 24. Nityananda Gosani Re Pathaila Goda Deshe Tenno Goda Desha Pasaila Premarase. Translation. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sent Nityananda Prabhu from Jagannath Puri, go back to Bengal, which is known as Goda Desha. And Lord Nityananda Prabhu over-flooded that country with the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Sahaje Nityananda Krishna Premo Dhama Prabhu Agyai Koila Yahan Sahan Premadhana. Translation to text 25. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is by nature very much inspired in rendering transcendental loving service to Lord Krishna. Now, being ordered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he distributed this loving service anywhere and everywhere. Sanhara sarane mora puti namaskar Chaitanya bhakti anho lao yaila samsara. Translation to 26. I offer innumerable obeisances unto the lotus feet of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, who is so kind that he spread the service of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu all over the world. Chaitanya Goswami Andre Bole Barobai Teno Kahe Mora Prabhu Chaitanya Goswami. Sometimes they say Gosai. Gosai, Gosani, same. Gosani is female, Chaitanya Gosani. This is written Chaitanya Gosani, the Supreme Lord. Phonetics. Text 27. Chaitanya Gosani Yamre Bole Varobai, yeah, we read that. Translation is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to address Nityananda Prabhu as his elder brother, just like Balaram is the elder brother of Krishna. Whereas Nityananda Prabhu addressed Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as his Lord, as his Lord. So, yes, just one or two more. Text 28. Yadyapi apani hai Prabhu Balaram tathapi Chaitanya kore dasa abhiman. Although Nityananda Prabhu is none other than Balaram himself, he nonetheless always thinks of himself as the eternal servant of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. And the last verse for today, text 29, very important instruction. Chaitanya Seva, Chaitanya Gau, Lao, Chaitanya Nam, Chaitanya Ye Bhakti Kore, Premora Prana. I think some songs. Yeah, that. Yeah. Translation: Nityananda Prabhu requested everyone to serve Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to chant his glories, and to utter his name. Nityananda Prabhu claimed that person to be his life and soul who rendered devotional service unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now devotees are requested to increase the chanting, some special kirtans arranged all over the world actually because of the situation in Ukraine, and also because the situation in the world is very critical. So this should be uh, serving as incentive for all of us to be more focused on our seva. The material world is a very unknown event. The word is unpredictable. Yeah, we cannot know what will take place from one day to the next. But to speak of one day to the next, from one second to another second, one moment to another. So therefore, yeah. Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Samasta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Gaur Premanande.